BX Baller 12/3/2010 Sports Blog. Now, to start off with MLB news, Jason Varitek is back in Beantown, or Boston. Um, Obviously, he didn't have anywhere to go, so he's back in Boston. Adam Dunn is going to the White Sox. The Red Sox are talking with the Padres for Adrian Gonzalez. Those talks are I think as of now. So that's it with the Red Sox. Takahashi signs a 2-year deal with the Angels. And if you didn't know, Takahashi played for the Mets last year. I think a starting pitcher. He was pretty decent. But now, in Yankees' perspective of MLB, they increase an offer to Derek Jeter. Because Derek Jeter, again, he's asking for more years and more money. So the Yankees have to update their 3-year, $45 million contract, which, in my opinion, I don't think it was going to get the job done anyway. So they're trying to get closer to keeping the shortstop, or the key shortstop, in pinstripes. Now, Mariano Rivera is back for 2 years, $30 million. He signed that contract today. So, again, like I said in the previous video, a key, which was can keep the core 4. It seems like it's falling into plan. Hopefully Andy Pettitte comes back, but it's up to him and his family right now. Oh, and the Yankees are going after Carl Crawford, sources say. They said they actually met with Carl Crawford, and we're going to see how that plays out. But enough with MLB. Now on to NBA news. Joe Johnson out for 4 to 6 weeks with an injured elbow. Dwight Howard was sick against the Pistons tonight, so he didn't play. Pau Gasol came back facing the Sacramento Kings, and that game is on right now. Steven Jackson writes an apology letter to the fans for a verbal abuse to the referee. I heard he verbally abused the referee, and he didn't leave the court after he was ejected in a timely manner. So he basically sent out an apology letter apologizing for his conduct on the court. And around the league last night, here we go. Phoenix goes to Golden State and picks up the victory, 107-101. The key game that everyone was talking about, the Kings return. Miami at Cleveland. Miami picks up the victory, 118-90. And if you didn't see LeBron's post game with Craig Sager, I'm going to put it up right now.
Let's go to Craig with LeBron.
Oh, thanks, Mark. LeBron, how relieved are you that this night is over and the experience is behind you?
I mean, we came here with one goal, and that was to win a basketball game, and we did that. We played. This is the most complete game that we had all year, I think, from start to finish.
After an emotional first half, you took the game over in the third quarter, 24 of your 38 points. What were you trying to find? Your favorite spots in this court, or how were you able to get those shots?
Well, I know this court. And I've made a lot of shots on this court, so just want to be aggressive, just try to keep them out of the game. I knew they was going to try to make a run in the third quarter, but we was able to get stops and was able to get some shots.
How do you learn from this experience, and how will it help you and your teammates as you move forward?
We just got to continue to get better. And we know every night we go out, it's going to be a hostile environment. But we just got to continue to get better. And, it's a good night. It's a good night for our team.
The fans had their say tonight. What would you like to say to them if you could?
7 great years. Loved every part. Loved every moment from the growth when I was an 18-year-old kid to a 25-year-old man. And, tried our best. As a team, we tried our best to bring a championship to the city and just try to play hard every night. So I got the utmost respect for this franchise, utmost respect for these fans, and, just continue the greatness for myself here in Miami and try to get better every day.
You can't go back with your decision, but do you regret how it ended? Would you like to apologize for the way it ended?
I don't want to apologize. I think, my intentions was not to hurt anyone. My intentions were solely on kids during the whole process. And I always say, decisions I make, I live with them. There's always ways that you can correct them or ways that you can do them better. But at the end of the day, I live with them. And, I'm satisfied. I'm happy right now.
All right, thanks a lot. Good job done.
So now I'm going to talk about Knicks versus Nets. But first, some highlights from NBA.com.
Knicks from Madison Square Garden. Brook Lopez still looking for his first double-double of the season, and Amari Stoudemire, well, he's been blocking and rebounding and doing all kinds of stuff. That's why they call him Stat. Amari Stoudemire runs into a block right there from Brook Lopez. The Brook Lopez.
And you look at Brook Lopez, this is a guy with talent. You know, he can square up and knock down some shots. Then he can post up. All we need, Brook, is to start the rebound. And Raymond Felton, we can't say enough about Raymond Felton. He has been playing fabulous.
3 rebounds shy of a triple-double in this game for Felton. Devin Harris to Brook Lopez. Worthy of another look. Nets by 1.
Well, you look at this. Brook Lopez is just bigger than everybody. That's a great pass. Great connection from Devin to Brook Lopez.
Travis Outlaw, prized free agent acquisition for the Nets in the offseason. They gave him a ton of money, and he hits the floater right there. 10-point lead for the Nets, and then it's Felton to Amari. Cap to cap!
Well, you know what? These guys, this is their first season together. It looks like they've been playing forever. We all thought about how will Amari play without Steve Nash, but guess what? Let's give Raymond Felton some credit. He is trying to pick up where Steve Nash left off, and he's making Amari look good.
Wilson Chandler with the reverse layup, and on the play, Devin Harris down in a heap underneath the basket. Looks like Chris Humphries came down on him right there. Devin Harris would leave the game with a left knee injury. He would not return. Bad news for the Nets because he's been playing well for them.
He has, and that's unfortunate for Avery Johnson, like you said, and the Nets. Now you just got to pick it up, and you got to have somebody step in. Somebody has to have that opportunity. And look at Raymond Felton. Thought about dunking, but he did a hard layup.
He had 3 steals in the game, and then Felton to Amari for the slam. Knicks by 10. Felton went for 21, 7, and 10. And Wilson Chandler went for 27 and 11. He was in the starting lineup because Ronnie Turiaf's out with an injury. Chandler with the block, and then a couple of buckets from Wilson Chandler.
Well, you know, Wilson Chandler, I like him because he's that guy that you can play him at the 2, you can play him at the 3, and you also can play him a little bit at the 4, and he does whatever it takes. I'll come off the bench, and then if you start putting me in the starting lineup, I still will perform, no matter what.
Wilson Chandler and the New York Knicks prevail 111-100. The Knicks moved to 10.
Now, the video doesn't mention that Jordan Farmar has 17 points. He was 4 from 6 from deep, or from 3. Jordan Farmar seems like he's really improved on his threes this year from LA, which is pretty good. Keys to this game, points in the paint for the Knicks was 60 points. Points in the paint for the Nets was 46, which means the Knicks were actually getting it to people like Amari Stoudemire, Timothy Mozgov. Maybe people like Wilson Chandler was getting it done in the post, Danilo Gallinari, sometimes probably Landry Fields. So they were actually getting their points in the paint instead of on the perimeter because they didn't shoot too well. They shot like 21% from 3, and the Nets shot 50%. Which isn't good for the Knicks. Knicks only had 21 assists compared to the Nets' 17 assists, which was okay. So ball movement really wasn't a key there that much. Another key to this game was fast break points. The Knicks had 11 fast break points, and the Nets had 4 fast break points. So which means the Knicks were utilizing Mike D'Antoni's offense pretty well. And that sums up this sports vlog. So this is the BX Baller 12/3/2010 sports vlog. Signing out.